teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
On first down, McAfee. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 42. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 58 yards. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Looking to throw on second down. McAfee Gates with a grab. And he is going to lose yardage here. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball. What's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Following the fumble recovery, McAfee. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. McAfee. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Operating from the gun, McAfee. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Greg Dulcich from 10 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd down, Peterson again. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Looking to throw. McAfee. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here's Williams to return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing to start the drive. McAfee, and that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Throwing again. McAfee. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. McAfee. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McAfee. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. It's his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McAfee. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. McAfee. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. McAfee. He'll drop this down to Peterson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, McAfee under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
In motion, the tight end, Dulcich. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Back to throw. McAfee. Right side catch. This is Gates. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down. McAfee. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first and 10, McAfee. And that's complete to Gates. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McAfee. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose, and picked up by the Chargers. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On first down, McAfee finding Williams once more, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Williams loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Following the fumble recovery, McAfee. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And out across midfield down to the 45. Throwing on first down, McAfee. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. On first and 10, McAfee. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll find Williams on the slant. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, McAfee, and that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's Williams on the catch. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw again. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. Now this will leave him a yard short. nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.